Hello, this is Edna Jean Robinson with another Rose Room Toilet interview with the legendary, the spooky, the new wave of drag queens. This is season 4 RuPaul's Drag Race winner, Sharon Needles. Welcome to Dallas.
Thank you so much, and thank you for meeting me in the ladies' room.
Have you never been in one before?
Well, I have, but usually not with other queens, you know, unless it's Alaska, of course.
Well, welcome to, this is where we do all our toilet interviews. All the big names get interviewed here.
Well, then what am I doing here?
I'm listening for ghosts, booing. How was your trip?
It was good, you know. It was a really hot travel day, so you know I really put my broom through it. But yeah, Dallas is a beautiful town. I know very little bit about Dallas except what I know from A-list Dallas, and I still don't know who shot JR.
Who's JR?
JR from Dallas.
JR, I thought you were talking about the bar, because you're going to be performing there later.
Oh, yes. Yeah, no one should be shooting at the bar over there, especially with me in it, but I wouldn't be shocked if they did.
Don't bring your guns. Have you ever been to Dallas?
I've never been to Dallas. In fact, this is my second time in Texas. And the first time I was in Texas, it was during the Absolute tour in Houston. But I always had Texophobia, you know, because people who aren't from Texas, you know, we kind of just think about like George Bush and Republicans and guns, and that's why it's so refreshing to see someone as colorful as you.
Oh,
right
thanks.
Right here in the middle of the Republican Bible Belt.
And you have your Bible with you. Are you going to be reading from that later?
Well, no, it is just hot as hell in here, and it's just like, God, I'm just dripping sweat. Oh, goodness. No, I only read the Bible when I'm in jail.
Defiling the Bible.
Well, you know, I don't like fairy tales.
You are causing quite a controversy across the nation.
Boo.
How do you feel about all this controversy that's like surrounding you right now?
Well, I guess it goes back and forth, you know. Sharon Needles, she's a character that I created, who takes, as silly and as stupid and as campy as she is, she really likes to have the juxtaposition of taking really dark issues that hide in America and in the GLBT community, and I poke fun at it, and I throw it right in a spotlight, and I let everyone, you know, think about it and create some dialogue about it, and hopefully laugh at it, you know. You know, we're gay people and we're minorities, and sometimes we just need a dead clown to poke fun at some of the real bullshit that we deal with. Some people don't get it and some people do. But if everyone liked my art, I would be definitely doing something wrong. But being in this national spotlight and being America's drag superstar, I do feel this responsibility to find a compromise, because success comes with compromise. So I'm always learning, but no one's ever going to fucking push me into some kind of pop art queen that has to follow rules to sell tickets and to please everyone, because that's not my job.
Well, tonight you are certainly pleasing everyone, because we've had a line wrapped around the building since 7:30, and this is really unprecedented. We've never had a guest here that has caused quite a stir. The phone has been ringing off the hook, and the Rose Room is packed, and it's only 10:15.
It's crazy, and it's awesome because, you know, my name is Sharon Needles. That is a play on words of filthy, dirty act, and I'm an unconventional drag queen, so the idea that I would ever be on RuPaul's Drag Race is like a nightmare come true, and for the American people to respond so well to it is crazy. But I think it's also, it shows a great thing about American audiences, that my kind of drag should have been on TV a long time ago, but producers and Hollywood and sponsors do not give America the credit that they deserve to think that they could handle it.
Absolutely. I mean, you and I are really kind of in a similar boat. I do things a little unconventionally. I do not go for glamour all the time, and the thing that you're going to see me do tonight, I actually take something that we do every day and I put it up on stage, and that is taking a shit. And so you're going to see...
I applaud that. I applaud that.
So
everyone takes a shit.
Absolutely. So don't you feel like you're getting a little bit of a bad rap?
I mean, sure. I mean, I live in a country where I am allowed to say and perform anything I want. And I'm so glad that I live in a country where people who don't understand or agree with me have the opportunity to say what they want. Me personally, if I disagree with someone, I guess I just kind of ignore it, or I don't pay much attention to it. I'm too busy to fill myself with like hate and anxiety for somebody else, you know. So, I mean, I guess I wish they would use their angst and their ability to try and make great change in this country on places where it's really deserved, and not picking on a midnight clown. You know.
Have you? How do you respond to the people that are protesting in Atlanta, Georgia?
Well, I heard that there were going to be protesters in Atlanta, so I think most people would try and hide and like try to avoid it. But I had my management call them up and say, let's have a roundtable discussion. Let's meet. And you know, when I'm on the road, I have very limited time. I'm from airport to airport, nightclub to nightclub, pounding on a face and creating the stupidest show on earth. But I gave up an hour of my time to sit down with these two kids and, state my case, let them state their case. I said, I think there's a great way we can come to a compromise for this. But they just kind of barked at me and just kind of told me what I was, told me what I'm doing, and told me what my art stands for. So unfortunately, nothing got done, but I open up the floodgates for conversation and discussion on all sorts of topics, and I'm glad that I do it. And then I get filled up with anxiety. But all I got to do is check my PO box, check my inbox, and know that I am changing people's lives, especially youngsters, for the better. So.
And I've had a lot of new young drag queens who did not think that they should audition for RuPaul's Drag Race, but because you won, they said, if Sharon Needles can do it, I'm doing it a little differently too, and I'm going to try this year.
Right. Well, to say like, oh, Sharon's a freak, she can't win, what you have to realize is that I was in a room with 12 other adult men who dress up like teenage girls who wear clown paint for very little money. So to call me a freak was kind of weird, because I felt like I was in the company of 12 other great freaks. For any queen to call another drag queen a freak is just a little ass backwards to me, because we're all inflatable, over-exaggerated fuck clowns, and I guess I don't understand why anyone would consider me a freak, And like when people would say like, ooh, Sharon, I liked that episode where you looked really glamorous. I was like, oh, I thought I always looked glamorous. I always thought I looked beautiful. And like you said, like you don't always do glamorous. I think you look very glamorous.
Thank you. And people will say, well, you could be so pretty. Why do you want to be Edna? And it's like, but Edna is pretty.
I think she's really pretty. And I think drag queens are great. Are great models for redefining what beauty really is,
And women come in all shapes, they come in all sizes, they come in all ages, and they come in all beauties.
That's right. And to judge anyone on something as simple as their size or their race or how much money in their pocket is so cheap, because there's so many more interesting ways to judge people.
Are you and Phi Phi O'Hara getting along?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, after when the show first started and I started seeing some of the online buzz when people were picking on her, I kind of thought it was kind of funny. And
well, I'm going to tell you, everybody did pick on her, and before it was released, you were always the favorite here, and when we handed out the buttons, we couldn't give away the Phi Phi O'Hara buttons. Right. Nobody wanted her to win, and that is the truth right here in Dallas.
That would make a great gown, just a gown full of Phi Phi O'Hara buttons. But no, once my message has always been an anti-bullying message, because I knew I had a platform to stand up for something. And to see how people were attacking her online was, it was disheartening and scary, because, yeah, she might be a writhing fucking cunt, but she also put her growth as a human being in front of everyone to watch, and that's, to me, very applaudable. And so, yeah, I love Phi Phi to death. And now I work in the industry, so I work with real monsters and real fucking bitches. Fucking Phi Phi's a cakewalk compared to some of these people, let me tell you.
The cakewalk. Sharon Needles, where are you going next?
Next, I'm headed to Panama City, Beach for 2 days of Pride. And then...
Do you know they call that the Redneck Riviera?
No, I didn't, but I have been there. They love me there, and I've been there several times, and there is a great tranny there named Sapphire who is just a real, she's a real treat. She's a real ham. She always shows me a good time. And then I'm going to be doing something that I haven't done in almost 5 months. I'm taking a week off.
Do you hear the ghosts?
I'm going to take a vacation in the most beautiful city in the world. That's Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, which is my home, and I'm so excited to return.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. You can't get married there. Do you want to get married?
I want to get divorced. Yeah. I want my alimony check. I want bitter court battles. I want to buy a power suit and smear Alaska's name through the dirt publicly in a courtroom. So yeah, I'm a huge supporter of gay divorce.
Welcome to Dallas. Have a great time while you're here. And when you're traveling the country, do you have any advice for the girls?
My advice is always the same. Being booed off stage is just applause from ghosts. So always push the barriers of drag and see where it takes you. And to any queen who's just started drag and wants advice, all I can say is retire. Happy Halloween. You heard it here first at RationalBroadcasting.com. I am Edna Jean Robinson with Season 4 RuPaul's Drag Race winner Sharon Needles. Thank you very much. Thank you. The stars at night, they shine real bright, deep in the heart of Texas. Yay! Thank you.